forecast, here is weather specialist Noor Rafat.
Hey, thanks very much, Megan. Well, what a difference 24 hours can make when it comes to those temperatures. Yesterday, 20-degree highs in southern Ontario, and today we're barely making it into the double digits. It's been quite the adjustment, and I'm pretty sure there's still somebody out wearing shorts outside right now. That's okay. I did give a fair bit of warning for these cool temperatures, and it is 9 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport. Bit of high cloud activity. That's why the sky looks a bit on the whitish, grayish side as opposed to the bluish side. We had a lot of strong winds from the north predominantly yesterday. Those have since calmed, and some switching directions, Kingston and Windsor, from a friendlier direction. A lot of sunshine though today, and that has been a welcome change, especially on Easter Sunday. It really came right on time, so gorgeous day to spend outside. Of course, you would have to layer up slightly, but if you're dressed for the weather, it is spectacular. We continue to expect dry conditions overnight tonight, but the cloud cover is starting to build pretty quickly into the early evening, and that's in anticipation of system number 2, 3, 4. That's rolling in come tomorrow in the morning hours. So the GTHA, Cottage Country, up to central Ontario as well. They're seeing that rain around 9 or 10 a.m. and there could be some drier breaks in store for southwestern Ontario in the evening. Less of a chance if you're out east. You will continue to see that rain heading into the late evening as well. A trough in the jet stream bringing that cool air to eastern sections of Ontario. Not so much the case in the southwest. Winds from a not so friendly direction come tomorrow morning, but by the time the evening rolls around, a switch up in the cards. 11 degrees by around 10 o'clock. Megan?
All right, thank you, Noor. We are joined now on the desk by weather specialist Noor Rafat on this happy Easter Sunday.
Happy Easter Sunday to you, Megan, to everyone who's celebrating. Certainly a good sign about spring, right?
Absolutely. Are we going to see weather that coincides with that?
Yeah, it is a bit tricky because we know spring-like temperatures, the double digits. We've been seeing those in central and eastern Canada. Some areas taking a bit of a break with the cold air. I think the key point here with spring is those April showers are due, and we will certainly see some moisture in the next 7 days. In terms of temperature, you'll feel that cool down still in the early morning hours tomorrow, still into the single digits by 3, 5 p.m. And then a switch up in that wind direction brings the warmer air through. 12 degrees by near the midnight hour. So it's going to be a while before you start to see that gradual warm up. Windy conditions though, and that is expected in the morning. Also into the evening hours. We're seeing a bit of a ridge in the jet stream here. That's where we're finding some of the milder conditions around central Canada, pushing into parts of the prairies. And take a look at this trough, bringing cool air around Quebec, but also impacting eastern Ontario, as we just saw. 4 degrees in Calgary. They're dealing with a cold front and about 20 centimeters of snow into southern parts of Alberta. So quite incredible what spring means across the country. Over here, we'll certainly start to see those showers roll through. So the spring showers, they are due come tomorrow in Ontario, and you could expect it to roll in 9, 8 o'clock in GHA, Cottage Country. It does look like the system is a little bit traveling faster than usual, so we might see it even ahead of schedule later on into the overnight tonight. But the good news is a lot of this starts to clear out by Tuesday, and you will see some sunny breaks through the course of the week before you head into the weekend. So Tuesday with some sunny breaks later on in the day. Wednesday looking nice as well. Some passing showers, but it does look like they may remain just south of the border. Very mild overnight tonight in Windsor, 7 degrees. 5 in Toronto is actually seasonal. 2 in Sudbury and 0 in Timmins. And as you head into the day tomorrow, not everyone is seeing the same temperatures. Niagara Falls, 19 degrees, 20s in Bradford, but Belleville, 13, 10 in Cobourg, 11 in Toronto. Your next 7 days, still sticking with those double digits all the way through. Your sunny spots, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. But we are expecting a chance of showers on Friday, 14 degrees for that high.
In Montreal, look at the forecast. Here is weather specialist Noor Rafat.
Hey, thanks very much, Megan. Well, Easter Sunday done and dusted, and whether you planned your Easter egg hunt indoors like we did in the newsroom or outdoors, it was spectacular for that egg hunt. Outdoors, especially with a lot of sunshine today. Things have been cooling down hour by hour, 6 degrees outside the Toronto airport with some calm winds. Now, we were seeing a lot calmer winds today in comparison to what we saw yesterday, but the damage to the temperatures had already been done. It was quite the adjustment for me. I don't know about you, but for me, quite the adjustment to go from 22 degrees just yesterday to 9 degrees today, and some not even making it past that point. Sarnia, 6 degrees. It's a lot, guys, and that cold air really took over and really shook things up, but the sun made things all the little better. We are expecting rain on the way tomorrow, and the system bringing that rain has already moved into the province. Expect increasing cloud cover as your overnight progresses, and that rain around 8, 9 o'clock in the GTHA tomorrow continues through your afternoon, but starting to see some sunny breaks around 5, 6 o'clock. Before that sun sets, that rain lingers to the east in Kingston. Now, I know it's already looking not too great. You're thinking we saw sunshine today and we've got rain tomorrow. That means we're not going to see sun for a little while longer, but don't worry, there are some sunny breaks as early as Tuesday after that rain moves out. For now, well, just hang in there. It's a windy day tomorrow, a cold start to the day, 6 degrees, rain continues, and then you've got some drier conditions in the evening, a high of 11, but by the time we hit that high, you're probably getting ready for bed. Megan?
All right, thank you, Noor. We are joined now on the desk by our weather specialist, Noor Rafat. Happy Easter, Noor.
Happy Easter, Megan. Hard to believe we're already this far in April.
Seriously so, and I'm hoping that means we also get spring coming and some warmer temperatures.
Yeah, well, you know, great question. I think it's going to be a mixed bag in the next couple of days. Okay. Certainly the double digits that we were expecting, although some areas are getting a bit of a break from that, they will return. That's the good news. But there is some spring-like conditions as well when it comes to precipitation, rain on the way. Well, temperatures still struggling to recover tomorrow, and here is that wet weather pushing in the morning hours through the afternoon and into the early evening in Toronto, starting to dry up. Chance to see some sunny breaks, but really getting into those double digits by around the time you start winding down. And it's still below average in comparison to that 13 degrees that is the seasonal high in Toronto. There's that trough in the jet stream around parts of eastern Canada, Quebec as well, a ridge forming around parts of central Canada. And that's where we still find some mild air come tomorrow. There is a bit of recovery over here in northeastern USA, pushing into parts of the Midwest, and those double digits returning into areas like Montreal as well. Take a look at western parts of the prairies, though. If you remember, I was talking a lot about Alberta and its 20-degree highs, and now they're starting to reckon with that cold front that moved in, sucking the warm air and bringing some cold air to the region. Along with that, 20 centimeters of snow could be possible for southern sections of the province. So if you're unhappy about how spring has turned out in your community, at least you're not seeing 20 centimeters of snow. We do have some rain on the way, yes, but accumulations are not something that we would worry about. Really nothing of concern. It will be quick, but it will be heavy when it passes through in the morning, afternoon as well, drying up by the evening for Toronto, lingering a little bit later in the east. Tuesday, we're going to see some stubborn cloud cover in the start of the day, but already some sunny breaks by the late afternoon, and Wednesday will be a similar story. In fact, sunnier conditions expected for most, say for areas like Cornwall and Ottawa. So here is that good news. There will be a nice stretch of sunshine, and along with that, the temperatures will be slowly on the recovery in areas like Toronto. 15 in Milton tomorrow, 12 in Peterborough, 10 in Muskoka, 19 in Niagara Falls. It's back to 12 degrees on Tuesday, 11 on Wednesday, so still slightly cooler than average, 15 by Thursday. And then we get into some showers for the start of your weekend, but take a look at this. Things still looking bright and beautiful Saturday, especially into Sunday. Temperatures lagging behind slightly with a high of 12 degrees to cap off the weekend.